Now we are back to strategy number 3. And in strategy number 3, I'm going to be talking about something phenomenally awesome, which is I love it. It's email marketing. Okay, I'm going to talk about email marketing for you as a SaaS business owner, how you can go ahead and generate leads to your business for $0. $0 in ad spend. Okay, $0 ad spend. Okay, so stay tuned here, guys. Listen. When it comes to this, now we're getting nitty gritty, right? We're diving deeper. Everything I gave you first was the general holistic overview. Now I'm actually going to give you more specifics. So the first thing first, and the first most important thing I want to talk about is this. Who is your audience, right? I got to find my little fancy pen and make page marker right here. Who is your audience, right? Who are you selling to? It's very important that you understand who do you want in your Go High Level. You see, a lot of people make the mistake in High Level. I want you to think about this. I'm going to come up here to sites, right? Because the beauty of this is when you come up here to sites, you want to create a new funnel, whatever it is. High Level is not ClickFunnels. It's very huge contrast. ClickFunnels are for funnel designers, funnel builders, sales funnels. It's basically sales funnels. High Level is for businesses. Think about this. Businesses, right? There's a reason why when you go on here to funnel templates, it tells you a website templates based on industry category. Automotive, beauty and fashion, creative, financial, health and wellness, home service, insurance, and legal marketing agency. The number one mistake that a lot of people make is they make the mistake of generalizing instead of specializing. I'm going to give you this example. Think about this. A doctor, general practitioner doctor, gets paid $182,000 a year on average. In fact, with student loans, that doctor probably keeps $5,000, $4,000 a month. At best, okay? A specialist surgeon gets paid $700,000. And you're like, that's a huge difference. Why is a general practitioner that sees a lot of patients getting paid less money as opposed to, a surgeon? You have to understand something. The amount of money you make is in direct proportion to the value that you provide and the difficulty that there is in replacing you. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The amount of money you make is in direct proportion to the value that you provide and the difficulty that there is in replacing you. Imagine you had a heart surgeon. How difficult is it to replace a heart surgeon as opposed to replacing an orthopedic doctor? Or not even an orthopedist, a pediatrician, or a general practitioner, or a general doctor? How difficult is it? A heart surgeon is very much difficult to come by because the amount of study that's required is much more of a higher level than the study that's required per se as just practicing everything, right? Plus, you have to understand, you are in a niche. You're only treating people that have some sort of heart condition or some sort of condition in some way, shape, or form, right? So that's the exact same thing you have to think about. It is a high-level agency that sells to everybody probably doesn't make that much money. But imagine if you're a high-level agency that sells specifically to real estate agents. Your targeting is so specific because you have to think about it. People like to feel special. If you're going to run an email campaign and you're emailing the entire planet, it's spam. If you're going to cold email to a specific audience, a specific offer that you've learned, I'm going to tell you this. I have friends, I have acquaintances who are like, hey, Emmanuel, can you run the marketing for this company? Can you run marketing for this? I tell them, I can't accept you. I can't accept because you are not in my target audience. I will coach you, 100%. I will coach you, but I will not do the work for you. Reason being is I don't know about your market as much as you do know about your market, right? I don't know much about, HVAC as much as we market. I don't know much about HVAC as opposed to somebody who is currently selling HVAC services. It is better for me to coach you and teach you about HVAC than it actually about marketing and the nitty gritty and how to personalize it to your audience as opposed to me marketing for you. Because now I have to relearn your industry, the ins and outs. The reason why I picked insurance agent is because I sold insurance. I am basically still an insurance agent. I know how to market to insurance agents because I am in the industry. I know how to speak the lingo. I know how to where people are. I know the conferences that people go. I get emails every day about insurance. So it's easier for me to market to insurance agents because I actually know the audience. That's the same thing. And the reason why I'm spending much time is I want you to pause this video right now. Pause it. Subscribe to the channel first and like the video. But pause this video. And once you pause the video, this is what I want you to do. I want you to sit back, take a pen, take a paper, and say, based on my personality, who do I resonate with? Okay? I'm going to say that again. You're going to take a pen, you're going to take a piece of paper, and you're going to write it. who do I resonate with? And the reason why I want you to to do this is when I start showing you how to actually sort the leads that you're going to actually be emailing, it is very important to understand as to it gets very personalized. It gets very personal. Now, this is not going to be a whole level video as far as how to use the tools. I'm just going to introduce them to you. But then, as long as you subscribe to the channel, you will continue to see more videos about this, okay? So the first thing first is, once you've picked your audience, let's say you pick your audience and I pick the audience of realtors, and I want to market to real estate agents, okay? You're gonna go to a tool. Now, a lot of people use Apollo. I preferably use, I preferably use a tool called Seamless, okay? Seamless.ai. The reason why I use Seamless.ai is, now then again, it's a little bit more of an upfront cost as to, I pay $1,500 for the year, and it's all paid for, and I don't have to pay for the next year. You can use Apollo, it's a monthly. It all depends on what your budget is, but Seamless.ai is an annual subscription only. They do not take monthly subscription. So you can find a cold email database tool. It doesn't matter. You can Google cold email database. You can go to Apollo.io. You can go to the various cold email databases, B2B business databases out there, right? Now, you're a SaaS agency, and as a SaaS agency, you are a B2B service. That's the reason why I'm showing you this. You are a B2B. Say it again, B2B service, okay? So you don't have to, that's the reason why you don't even need to do Facebook ads. All right, so the reason why I say this is we recently did an experiment. I was running a lot of Facebook ads. I was like, you know what? Let's actually scale that down to spend 25% of what we're spending and continue on email marketing and see if our numbers change. And I'm going to tell you this, which is crazy. I stopped my ad spend and scaled up my cold email sent, and within 2 weeks we hit profit. Because I mean, you really don't have to on a B2B. You don't actually need to be on Facebook. Cold email is the way to go. Okay, so let's come up here. What is this? What is Seamless? Seamless is basically a cold email research tool. You can tell it whatever you want, and it's going to give you that data. Let's say now, for instance, I want to market to real estate agents. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up in here. I'm going to clear all this. So we're going to clear. Make sure I need that. And I'm looking for real estate agents. So I'm going to scroll down, just basically in the search portal, and I'm going to say, you know what, I'm looking for somebody that identifies as a real estate agent. Okay, that's the title. Okay, in the industry, just type commercial real estate, whatever real estate you want. Okay, and then I'm going to go down locations. I'm looking for just US only. Okay, if you're in a different country, you can. Sizes, do you want to? Or you can come up here and then help keywords. You want to target people that are just working with Keller Williams, right? All right, and then search. I have 7,000 results of agents working specifically with Keller Williams. Okay, so what can I do? I come up here, pretty much pull up the data, all right, and I can click find. I'm not going to click find because I don't want to reveal anybody's personal information. So I'm not going to click find. But you can come up here and find it, and all you have to do is get all this data, scrub the database. You have 7,000 people that you can email, and if you go to my next favorite tool, which I hands down love this tool, and it's a tool called Instantly.ai. Let me see if I can find it here somewhere. You come up here to Instantly.ai. They have trainings and tutorials. You create your training and tutorials. You come up here to add a new campaign. Okay. Let me see. You come up here, just click add new campaign. Okay. For this, I'm gonna call this YouTube campaign. All right. You add your list, and then you go ahead and add the account that you're gonna be sending from, and you can send daily limit. You can send up to 1,000 emails, which means imagine if I'm sending 1,000 emails, I can email 7,000 people within 7 days. Now make sure that you're personalizing your content. Now you're probably asking yourself, Emmanuel, what do I write? It's simple. I'm going to point you again to my favorite, my hands down favorite tool, and I've told you guys about this tool before. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I come up here to ChatGPT, and I'm like, write me a cold email. Write me a funny, a humorous, watch this, a humorous email to real estate agents about, pick a service that you want to sell. What is most important to real estate agents? They need more closings. They need more open houses about, how I can help them get more showings. That's the word. Okay? Humorous, conversational, personalized. All right, and then I'm using a different extension here. Humorous and writing style, conversational, and then watch it. ChatGPT does the magic. It tells you the subject. More showings. Let's cha-cha our way to success. Hey there. Read this email. Agent first name. I hope this email finds you grooving and moving through your real estate adventures. Now let me ask you something. Are you ready to dance your way to more showings? Just think about that. It's already telling a joke. Now, let me ask you something. Are you ready to dance with more showings? Well, put on your dancing shoes because I'm here to be your partner on this exciting journey. As real estate agent, your dance card might be full of property listings, but what good is it if they're just sitting there gathering dust? That's where I come in. Think of me as your very own Fred Astaire, twirling you into. You get the point. You get the point, right? And then you can go ahead and I'm going to stop this and say, write me 2 more sequences in the same format. Just add in urgency. And then it's going to finish this. And then once it does, it's going to write me my entire email sequence. Okay? And all I have to do is come up here. Obviously, you can tell it to say, make the emails shorter. And it's going to make the email shorter. You copy it. I'm pretty sure you can copy and paste. You copy it. You come up into your Instantly account. Right? And you paste it. Obviously, this email is too long. Very much. Very, very long. So use ChatGPT to stop it. He just wrote me an email. That's the insanity of it. And then you send us emails. Expect about, usually when you start out, 0.3% reply. So which means if you send out 1,000, so 10% is 100, 1% is 10. So maybe about 10 people will say, 10 people will actually respond, and about 3 to 4 of them are actually going to be interested. Imagine you sent 1,000 emails today, and 4 people told you, yeah, I'm actually interested, I want to learn more. Come on. You have to start thinking strategically and using leverage. And I'm teaching you how to use artificial intelligence. And if you're watching this video and you're being like, well, you didn't write the email yourself, the robot wrote it, who cares? The whole point is, it's going to get you customers. That's the end goal. Literally, I just showed you how to go from the start line, skip the start line, to almost the finish line. So if you're like, oh, well, I prefer to write my emails in person, listen, that's perfectly fine. There's millions of small business owners in America that are living paycheck, not even paycheck to paycheck, barely surviving. The reason why there's the top companies that make it is because they actually employ leverage. Artificial intelligence is just a tool. It's not the main thing that sells a product. It's a tool that you can employ as leverage. And I'm going to say this, start using this today. Don't be slow. When Facebook ads came out, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, what's Facebook ads? I'm not going to do this, man. I'm not going to do sponsored content. Oh my God. Listen, let me tell you this. The Army has there's 5 C's, right? Courage, competence, okay? And you also have to have what is the, oh God, it escapes me right now. I haven't. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I want to read this to you, and I want to make sure that you're paying attention to this. All right, which is the 5 C's. And let's get this rolling. Okay. Yeah, there's a 5 C's, and I want you to live your life by these 5 C's, okay? And a D, okay? It's courage, competence, commitment. You have to be convicted to what it is that you're doing. You have to have the character, and you have to be disciplined enough, right? If you maintain this, 6 traits, you will succeed in business. But the most important thing is you have to have the courage to take advantage of what is in front of you. You have to have the courage to act now. You have to have the courage to go out there and take what is yours. Okay? That's it. That's pretty much it for the 4th portion. Now, it's Stay tuned. Sub to the channel. Make sure you sub to the channel, because listen, if you're not sub to the channel, I know, I see it. I can see it. I can see you right now about to scroll out this video. And if you scroll out this video, I see you. Okay? Just remember this. I'm going to remember this thing. Okay? So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Now, another thing I want to go and talk about is, on the fourth one, we're going to talk about network marketing.